It starts out with continuance, but the foundations, this has to do with our interactions with ourselves, our interactions with our own thoughts, our beliefs, how we go about living our life from one minute to the next. What are we believing? What are we thinking? What are we feeling? These create things. Our beliefs, our intent, our thoughts, our feelings, emotions. It creates things. So for the last who knows how many thousands of years that we have been in the current world, we have been altering our web. It's inevitable. It's because of who and what we are as humans. We think and we feel and we live and we make beliefs and live out our lives according to all of that. We're energetically and physically redesigning the web. Sometimes good, and in our current case, a lot of times not so good. A lot of messed up web stuff in our structures and our foundations and in the threads that weave us and weave our world together. We need to, as a human species, each one of us as individuals, really do need to start noticing that the world that we have known, the way of life that we've known, the beliefs, all of our cultural ideas, our institutions, we need to be thinking about all of them in a very open-minded and very honest with ourselves way. Because everything that we've put together is very destructive. There's always good parts. There's little good things here and there. There's good people, good intents here and there. But the foundations of what we're believing, which means we end up thinking that. We end up having that be a very large piece of our intent in any given moment. And our emotions. Emotions have a lot of energy and a lot of power. And we always throw a lot of emotions into all these things that we are thinking and doing. This creates, we have created because of what we have chosen, ended up believing in. Everything is built out of that. That's the foundation. That's a structure. That's the structure that holds our house up. And our beliefs are really chaotic. And they often not very logical, and they don't fit together very well. So we have not built a very good foundation. We've made a lot of dysfunctional systems in our culture, in our world. And we are seeing it escalate. It's getting stranger and crazier and more backwards and upside down with every year. We need to start, as the Hedicas would say, dreaming a new dream. We need to dream a new dream. Start reevaluating everything about ourselves and our lives, and most especially our beliefs. if we want to continue as individuals, if we want to continue as a species, and if we want the other species on this planet to be able to continue and not go extinct like so many of their brethren, we need to change those things. That is a big, big step. It's a big turnaround. We need to make everything different, 180 degrees different. Annika used to tell me that our culture, our life, the way we live it on this planet, the things that we have done to our environment is an upside down and backwards thing. It is an upside down and backwards wheel that is turning. And as it turns, it destroys everything in its path, even itself. And it cannot sustain itself. We can't pick up these pieces that have broken off of the old wheel and shove them back together and try to build a new world, a new wheel out of the broken pieces, because we'll just end up with what we already have, which is really broken. It's just a patchwork that'll last a very, very short period of time. We won't get anywhere. What we have to do is to let the old wheel fall apart. Stop trying to repair it. Stop trying to justify it. We need to make a new wheel, a whole new wheel, new spokes, and have it start from the very beginning, turning the right direction. The Hedekas described this as a clockwise direction. This is the energy that puts things together, and it is an energy that has structure and foundation, and it holds things together. So if we can use that way of thinking and feeling with how we move forward in the world, we'll be building ourselves a brand new world based on unconditional love, unconditional acceptance, equality, peace, love, creativity, the honoring of diversity. A world where people want to work together, want to really learn to know themselves and each other and live from their own song, from their own heart, to learn how to perceive the song and the heart of others and interact heart to heart, song to song, really seeing, acknowledging, accepting, loving each other. Starts with loving self, accepting self, and loving other. And we want a world based on those kinds of thoughts and principles. That has to be built into the foundation. That has to be the threads of the web, the continuance, the drops of the rain that brings sustenance to everything. That's where it